Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back.
Right there, 56. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. 51, down. Don't be scared.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Check. 11. Check 3.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
I'm coming after you. 36. Big ass. Check. Hey, express.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Leaping, and he makes the grab. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with... great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Alert 3. Check. Let's go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm going back to you.
They toss to Freeman. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, with that content.
And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Ready, blue 80, 25. Check 53. Oh, you got 10? Shoot. 21. Switch. Check 43.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist. One.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Airing it out deep for Smith. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Got it. 280. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Go.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper, 30, past the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ballgame. They're only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script.
He's got a man complete. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 9, check 9.
fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that will be incomplete. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the second quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of the way.
So good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety creeping. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Lacey. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, he would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Titans will get the football at their 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back to throw. Peterson. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Falcons grab it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down now. Boom. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on third down. Lacey, it's caught. Smith. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Took the outlaw. Right there, 56. I got it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I'm going to run you over.
A run, it's Murray. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw on 3rd down, Lacey. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt. A return of 4, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Throwing to start the drive. Lacey. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, to Vecchio now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's Murray. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Bring it.
To throw is Peterson. Throwing on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Barnes. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. It's coming.
Throwing on first down. Peterson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw. Peterson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Back to throw. Peterson. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
They're on 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Off play action. Lacey, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check it backer, check it backer. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run. But how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you've got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
squeeze double double. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
On first down, it's Smith, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Lacey. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Smith, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Tight right, tight right. 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 96 is coming. We don't like 96. Hey, I'm coming out.
Now Peterson on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for our team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you it's not very good.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Peterson to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Peterson from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Mike 96, Mike 96. Watch the out, watch the out. Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
Peterson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100-1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Smith, and an alley to run. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Watch his flag. Watch the safety creep. Shift. Watch the shift.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lacey nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Watch the boot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Peterson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. You.
Here's Peterson operating from the gun. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Man.
Peterson throwing on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Peterson now on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Zoom. Mike 96. Mike 96. I got it.
Looking to throw. Peterson looking in zone for Jones. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Marvin Jones, 31 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
And they got the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll toss it to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Off the bootleg. Lacey. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Boone ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Go! Let's go!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Ready? It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence.